Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a get ready with me. Honestly, I'm just feeling a little bit blah today. Physically, mentally, emotionally, just kind of not feeling the greatest. So I thought maybe we could get ready together and see if we can get ourselves feeling better and get ready for a good day today. I also thought I could give you guys some more information about myself and you guys could get to know me a little bit better. So if you're interested, please stick around. I would love to have you stay and watch this video and get ready with me. And please subscribe to my channel if you've not already. I would really appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for watching and supporting me. And let's just go ahead and get started. So for primer today, I'm actually going to use two different primers because we can. So I'm going to start out with the E.L.F. Poreless Putty Primer. I just want to use this to fill in the pores. And this is one of my favorites to do that. It really does help just fill in those pores, make them look a little bit smaller. And I'm just focusing it in the spots where I have larger pores. The other primer I'm going to use is this one from Hard Candy, the Share Envy Hydrating Primer. I'm using this one because I still want a hydrated look. I still want my skin to look glowy. I want it to look awake and refreshed. And this one is great for getting your makeup to really stick to your face. Today for foundation, I'm going to use this one from IT Cosmetics. This is the CC Cream. I'm just going to take about one pump of that. Actually, 1.5 pumps. And I like this one because it's full coverage. It also has SPF 50 in it, and it is really hydrating on the skin. So this is a great one. Okay, so let's start with the part where I am not feeling great physically. I live in Utah, and I've lived here my whole life, and I absolutely love it. But as soon as the weather starts changing, I always get sick with a head cold or some sort of just nasty cold. And I'm not saying this is nasty, like it's actually been not terrible, but it is just kind of making me feel crappy. So that has not been fun. And like I said, it's something I get every year. It's nothing new. It's not anything crazy. It's just a head cold. I just feel congested and runny nose and all the usual cold symptoms. That's why my voice sounds a little bit off as well. Also, for some reason, I don't know why, I've just been feeling a lot more like stress and anxiety lately. And it's really starting to kind of like mess with my body. Look how nice the coverage is with that foundation. It's really nice. I forgot to tell you guys too, I'm in the shade Light in this CC Cream. But the stress and anxiety for me lately has been just a little bit crazy. And I don't know if any of you have experienced this, but, well, I know some of you have because some family members and friends that I've talked to have experienced it, but I have been losing a ton of hair like crazy, like more than normal amounts of hair that I'm losing, like when I shower, when I brush through it. And I can really just think I can only attribute that to stress and anxiety. You know, I've been to the doctor, they've checked my blood and nothing has come back irregular that way. So I really think that's what it is. But that's kind of why I wear my hair the same in every video, is because it's just gotten so thin and I just feel really insecure about it. So I wear my hair the same because it's just been a stressful thing to like lose tons of your hair. And like I said, I know some of you have experienced that out there. So if you have any tips and tricks, please let me know. I would love to hear it. So that's kind of what's contributing to the mental feeling that I have today. I'm going to throw on some concealer. I'm going to use this one from L'Oreal, the Infallible Full Wear Concealer in the shade Oatmeal. I've learned to just go in with a really tiny amount, because the more I put on, the heavier and cakier that it looks. So I'm going to blend this out. So like I was saying, I grew up in Utah still live here. I absolutely love it. I am married. I have been married for 14 years, which is absolutely crazy to think about. My husband and I met at work. My first job was at a local grocery store just as soon as I turned 16. And I worked there all through high school and even a little bit after I graduated. And my husband, who obviously was not my husband at the time, also worked there. And we honestly never ever talked to each other except until the first time that he asked me out on a date. And I always kind of had, well, not kind of, I had a big crush on him. I had never talked to him before, but I thought he was really cute. And he kind of just seemed too cool for me. So, and we worked in 2 different departments in the grocery store, so we never really talked. But one day, someone who I worked with was like, oh, he thinks you're cute and wants to ask you out. And it kind of surprised me, but obviously I was very excited. And he asked me out, and we dated for about 2.5 years, and then we got married. I'm going to set that concealer with the number 7 powder, like usual. I'm going to go in and add some warmth back into the face with the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser in the shade Warm Olive. Okay, so I was 20 years old when we got married, which I know seems really young. Like I said, we had dated for 2.5 years before that. And we waited until I was about, I think I was 27 when I had my first kid. And we have 3 kids now. Jet is my oldest, and he is 8. And he is super awesome. He is such a kind-hearted, sweet kid. He's really good to his siblings. He's obedient. He absolutely loves sports. He loves football. He loves soccer and basketball. And he just loves being with his friends and hanging out, and is so good to his little brothers. And he was actually a surprise. I'm not going to say accident. I mean, obviously we weren't trying when I say surprise. But honestly, if I didn't get pregnant with him at the time I did, I really don't know if I would have ever felt ready to have kids. But he's been such an awesome first child. I'm going to throw on some of this cream blush from Undone Beauty. This one is in the shade Dahlia. Next came Case, and he is 5, and he is the sweetest kid. He loves physical touch. He loves to hug. He loves to give kisses, and he just is super sweet. And he is kind of the odd man because he is my only blonde child. The other 2 have kind of my color hair. My husband got really dark brown hair. But Case loves video games. He is a gamer. And he just adores his older brother. Next, I'm going to go in with some liquid highlighter. This one is from the brand ILLAMASQUA. Don't know if I'm saying that right. This is the Beyond Liquid Highlighter in the shade, I think, OMG. And then comes my baby Crew, who is 2 years old, and he is just a ball of crazy. He is obsessed with cars and trucks and anything construction vehicle related. He loves garbage trucks. He loves excavators. He just is the truck kid. The kid also has so much energy, and he loves to help out with things. Anytime there's a project being done or anything like that, he has to be helping, which is super cute, but is also not so helpful at times. But I love him so much, and They're all the sweetest kids, and I could not be happier with the family that we've created. I'm gonna dive into this eyeshadow palette today. This is the Urban Decay Born to Run palette. Here's the colors in it, and I thought it'd be really fun to play around in this one today. I'm not sure what we're gonna create yet, but we will just go with it and see what we come up with. I'm gonna start with this shade here, which is called Riff, and I'm just gonna use that in the crease. So after we got married, I got a new job at a local credit union, and I worked there for almost 13 years. And then about 2 years ago, almost exactly 2 years ago, I was able to quit that job and just stay home and be with my kids full time, which is absolutely awesome. And I love it. And I'm so grateful that I get to stay home and be with my kids. So my husband is actually a police officer, and I'm so grateful for the job that he has. And he's such a hard worker, and he does an absolutely amazing job. And it's so cute because our boys look up to him so much and are so proud of the job that he does. And it's really fun and cute to see, you know, how proud they are and how excited they get to tell their friends what their dad does for a living. I'm gonna go in with this shade next, which is called Baja. It's kind of like a rusty orange kind of color. You know, these last couple years though have been kind of hard with his job because obviously police officers are not the most popular people in the world, and that's been really hard and sad that that's where we're at. And that, you know, I kind of hesitated to even mention that on here because there are those out there that don't like police officers, think they're bad people, but he's such a good person, a good officer. He would do anything for anybody. And I hope people realize that, you know, when they think about public servants and first responders, that that's what they're there for, is to help and serve and protect the communities. But like I said, his job has allowed me to be able to stay home with the kids, which has been so awesome. And I'm so glad I get to be home and make makeup videos for you guys. I hope you enjoy them. I'm gonna grab some of the shade here, which is called Accelerate. It's kind of like a copper tone shade. It's really pretty. But I've mentioned before that makeup for me has been really more therapy than anything else. It actually does relieve a lot of stress for me, and I absolutely love it. You know, when everything shut down almost 2 years ago now, which is so crazy to think about, and, you know, we weren't going anywhere, had nothing to do at home. You know, I was sitting around one day and I just thought, you know, I have all these makeup products that I don't even really know how to use. I was like, I should really figure out how to use those. So I jumped on YouTube and started searching makeup videos and just quickly like fell in love with it. I loved watching other creators' videos. It taught me so much. And again, I just absolutely loved it. And the more I watched, the more I thought, you know, this might be something that I want to do. And I wanted to do it more as like a hobby, but this actually is something that I really like to do. I have a lot of fun making these videos. And I can only just hope that, you know, I can give to somebody else what I got through watching makeup videos on YouTube. Was just a way to escape and relieve stress and do something for me, something that made me feel good about myself. Sorry, I didn't mention, I used this shade here, Stranded, for the inner part of the eye. And I think I want to deepen up the outer part of the eye a little bit. So I'm going to go in with this dark shade, which is called Good As Gone. And I'm just going to take a tiny bit of that on my brush and just kind of deepen up the outer part of the eye here. Just gonna run back over that with that first brush that we used. I kind of want to throw some color on the lower lash line. I kind of think I want to go in with this shade here, which is called Hell Ride. It's this really kind of pretty plum purpley color. Like I said, I have a lot of fun making these videos. And it gives me something to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, my kids keep me busy enough. But this just gives me something that's just for me. And it's teaching me a lot of skills, you know, with technology especially. And it's just something that's a lot of fun. And even if nobody is watching, I'll still continue to do it because it's something that I do more for myself than for anybody else. I'm going to throw some of this eyeliner on the waterline. This is the NYX Retractable Eye Liner in the shade Brown. And for mascara, I'm going to use this one from L'Oreal, the Lash Paradise Mascara. I will say though, my kids absolutely love watching YouTube. And they think it's kind of cool to have their mom on YouTube, which is kind of funny to think about. But now they're constantly asking if they can have their own YouTube channel. And they love to play video games, like I said, and would love to have their own YouTube channel of them playing video games, which maybe we can make happen someday. But for now, I got enough on my plate going on. Okay, I'm going to put on my brows. I'm going to use the Maybelline Brow Ultra Slim and the NYX Brow Glue. I'm going to put these on and I will be right back. Okay, we are back with the brows done. I don't know if you can hear, but my dog in the back is sleeping. And he's snoring, and it's kind of funny. Okay, I'm going to throw on some bronzer. I'm going to use my AESTHETICA bronzer. Sorry, you cannot see the label anymore, but she is one of my favorites. But I hope you guys have enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better. I know we didn't go into great detail, but I just wanted to give you guys a little bit more information about me and my family and why I make makeup videos on YouTube. I'm going to use this blush palette from BH Cosmetics. This is the Vanilla Cream Truffle palette. And here is what it looks like. I'm just going to dip into all 4 of these shades. I don't know if you can hear that. He's snoring. I'm going to throw on a little highlighter from, this one is from Sugar. And this is their mini highlighter in the shade Champagne Champion. We're already pretty glowy. I'm just going to throw a little bit on the nose, and then a little bit on the inner corners of the eyes. And on the brow bone. I'm going to set this all with my NYX Bear With Me Prime, Set, and Refresh Spray. I love the mister on this one. It's so fine and it feels really nice and refreshing. I'm gonna throw on a lip real quick, and the lip liner I'm gonna use is this one from MILANI. This is the Understatement lip liner in the shade Cafe au Lait. Tell me you guys can't hear that because he is snoring so loud. I'm going to use the Maybelline lipstick, their cream lipstick in the shade Nude Lust. And then I'm going to throw some gloss on the top. This is the Maybelline Lifter Gloss in the shade Moon. This is one of my favorites. All right, I now feel like I'm ready to take on this day, and hopefully it turns out to be a good one, and I hope it turns out to be a good one for you all as well. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit better and getting ready with me, and I would love to see you all in my next video. So again, please subscribe if you have not already, and I hope you all have a fabulous week, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.